Hello, hello! Hello, everybody! I'm Hurl.
Is this where I'm supposed to come in and say something?
Yes. Introduce yourself.
I'm Willow. I played Vanguard one time. It was great.
Yeah. So today we're building a Pokemon deck. And it will have a spoon.
Two of them. Get it right.
Yes, there will be 2 spoons. Unless we go into Mega Alakazam and then we'll have all the spoons.
Mecha hasn't had a card since XY.
I don't know. You know more than I do.
Yeah, I know. Ain't that why I'm here?
Yes, that is exactly why you're here. Because you actually know what cards are actually things and cards. So, I know we've talked a little bit about kind of what we're already looking at. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put some of those in. Oh, let me select what format we're in. We're in standard. That way we can at least keep all those the same. So we're running 4 copies of Alakazam EX, right? And then Kadabra. And I misspoke Kadabra. How do you spell Kadabra? Okay. We were running... Okay. 4 Abras. And then 2 Kadabras, correct? Is that what we were doing? Well, I need you to keep talking to me. Willow. Oh no, he left. Hello?
Hello, chat. I think my laptop's looking good now.
Okay, good. Okay, so we had the 4 Alakazam EXs, then the 4 Abra. I was running the teleporter just because it seemed like the best of them, and then we had decided on 2 Kadabra, correct?
I'm not sure how I feel about such an aggressive Zam line. The thing is, as long as we can guarantee that you see a Alakazam that feels like it's all that's necessary, the whole point is that we have a Zam on the bench
Yeah,
to throw
that's true.
hands with the spoons.
Yes.
And then it's kind of toolboxy from there, no?
Yeah. So we can definitely... So we're cutting down on the Alakazams?
I was almost thinking a 3-1-3 as opposed to a 4-2-4.
3-1-3? Okay.
Yeah,
and then... Yeah, we can definitely experiment with that. So yeah, so we'll go 3-1-3. And then for Kadabra, I don't think it really matters which Kadabra we run. Do you have a preference? The psychic one, probably, I guess. Oh no, we kind of want to do the Kadabra, the teleportation, because then we can get it off the thing.
Frostlass Maractus.
Frostlass?
I'd have to see the text on it.
The one nice thing about the teleportation is that if it's stuck in the active zone, we can teleport it back to the bench. For the Kadabra.
I mean, that's a situation we want to try to avoid.
Yeah. But I think that's more get it out of there as fast as we possibly can, rather than the psychic, which is just us attacking. So, giving us that opportunity to get the hell out, I think just seems better. Again, it won't come up, hopefully. If this comes up, something went horribly wrong. All right. So this is about as far as I knew.
I'm gonna switch my. I'm gonna switch the.
All right. Willow's having technical difficulties. We'll get there though. I think the other one that we really liked was better. Nope.
Okay, so I've switched our call over to my phone so I can open other stuff.
Okay. Sounds good. So, yeah, what I would say with the teleportation, it's something that we don't ever want coming up, but if it does, this one's better than the other one coming up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit and run thing.
Yeah. Like, hopefully neither of those ever come up, because if it does, something went horribly, horribly wrong.
Right. The whole reason the cadaver's there is because of like those Frostlass Maractus decks and their TM Devo, like trying to do the damage spread.
Yeah. And occasionally you just don't have the rare candy.
Yeah.
So. All right. So I think.
And then it's probably a 2 Natu, 2 Xatu.
Yeah. 2 Natu, 2 Xatu.
The problem with Xatu and Natu right now is just that without Radgran, it gets a lot harder to. Well, not hard, but you don't have like a guaranteed way to get energy into the discard.
Yeah.
For it.
Well, it's not for discard. You don't attach it from discard. You attach it from your hand.
Oh, is it from hand? I could
yeah, once per turn you can attach a basic psychic energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. If you attach energy to a Pokemon this way, draw 2 cards.
Damn, that must be pretty stupid.
No, not yet.
What do you mean yet?
I haven't infected your mind yet.
I don't believe you. But that's okay. I mean, it was over from the second I agreed to appear on this stream.
Oh, it was over the moment you met me.
True.
The moment you walked into OC South the same day I did, it was over.
My life changed for the worse. Which is crazy.
Alright.
So the question now becomes, what are we putting in the active spot?
Probably Mimikyu, right?
Mimikyu and Klefki are both mandatory.
Let me look at Klefki real fast. Which... Oh, the Mischievous Lock Klefki?
Mischievous Lock Klefki, yeah.
Let me just read this. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except Mischievous... Yep. Yeah, that's something we're wanting.
And then
and it discards Pokemon tools, too, so yeah.
Yeah, you could make a case for either Fluttermane or Iron Thorns.
This is the Mimikyu I own. Fluttermane. Let me look it up.
Fluttermane just negates the ability of the active.
Yeah. And then what's the other one?
Iron Thorns the X. It turns off the abilities of all non-future Pokemon as long as it's in the active.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, those are definitely options.
There's a case to be made for Thorns because you're not attacking with it.
I'm never going to attack with it anyway, so yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll put that one there for now.
It's more oppressive than Klefki or Fluttermane.
It's also harder to kill because it's 230.
Yeah. But there's but you gotta then consider,
the price.
The logistics of it being a 2-prizer, yeah.
Well, isn't there that new item that you can? All it does is it attaches to an EX and it says becomes a 1-prizer.
I'm not familiar with that. No.
We'll put that there for now. I think the other thing that we definitely need is especially for early game, is the Badu. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for a deck like this, you probably want to run more than one.
I think 2 is what you're wanting to run.
Yeah, probably 2.
Yeah, because early game, just free Itchy Pollen. That's what that symbol means, right? Free?
Yes, correct.
Cool. So you just get the free Itchy Pollen early in the game. Like, yeah, it dies quickly, but, you're just trying to get through the early game with this card.
Correct. So the thing that we could then consider is there's 2 ways we can take this. We can take this as like a full-blown control-based hold back your opponent type thing, or we can go into more of a spread, use Zam to spread the damage around and go for big multi KO turns. And yes, please do run that Lily's Clefairy you're hovering.
Okay. There's a lot of dragon types.
The Raging Bolt just won the Lucky Regionals, and Dragon Bolt's the most popular and best deck in the game.
Okay, so we definitely I think just 1 is fine though.
Correct. Can you read Alakazam's Dimensional Hand attack for me?
This attack can be used even if this Pokemon is on the bench. It does 120.
Okay. So it doesn't say do not apply weakness or resistance. It doesn't have that clause.
No. Because it is automatically attacking the active.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, Lily's Clefairy is good because then you're donking without a Bravery Charm. That's I believe I gotta look up.
Yeah.
Raging Bolt. And there's a few things I have to confirm here now.
Yeah, I just remembered the Clefairy because we had talked about it before, so I was like, oh.
Yeah, Raging Bolt's a 240, so without a Bravery Charm, that's 1 hit KO from the bench on Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bolt, I was going to This changes depending on which route you want to take this.
Yeah.
About whether you want to go control or spread.
Guess that's the question of which one do you think is better, and what are the kind of cards we're looking at? Because, I think, because how does spread work? Isn't spread usually attacking the bench?
Well, yeah, but spread. Well, yeah. It might be better to.
Because I think how this deck really with how Alakazam wants to be, I think it really wants to be more control-y, because it just wants to attack from the bench and just put out things that your opponent isn't going to harm. That's why you have things like Klefki and Mimikyu and Iron Thorns and yeah, and all that.
See, the problem here is that I'm inclined to turn everything into like a miserable, hand rip.
See, I am wearing off on you.
I'm looking at like Cursed Duster right now and a bunch of stupid crap.
Cursed Duster. Let me look at that. Duster. Okay.
It says that when the Pokemon attached to you is knocked, your opponent has to pitch a card.
Let's just look at tools real fast. So type.
Well, the reason I kind of dropped the idea is that I think that you've got to be running the Stadium Jamming Tower. It negates tool abilities. So that means that Bravery Charms on Raging Bolt don't work, and then Dimensional Hand with a Lilith Scafferi is a one hit KO.
Yeah.
And then Dragapult Sparkling Crystal is turned off, so they have to attach the extra energy.
This is a stadium?
Yeah, Jamming Tower is a stadium. That just it negates all tools.
Yeah, I remember Jamming Tower. I used that in the Aerodactyl deck to try to fight Gardevoir.
Yeah, and Guardy's back in the meta, so it turns off their Bravery Charms as well.
Yeah.
Plus, this lets you bump. It lets you bump like Grandtree, and for Alligator, it lets you bump Hotswick in like the hops pile. And most importantly, actually, it lets you bump Area 0 under depth for like Terrapagoth, Terrabok, Flareon. All of that.
Sorry, I'm just looking over everything.
Yeah, you're looking at tools.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious because if we're doing a stadium that turns off tools, I want to make sure there's not, because tools are just really useful.
They let you play Arven.
They also let you play Arven. That's the other thing.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro.
Yeah. So I'm looking to see what if we do that. What are we giving up if we're doing the turn off tools?
We're giving up stuff like well, what do we feel for a spec?
I mean, my first
choice.
My first thought was the Hero's Cape, because you put a Hero's Cape on a Badoo, or you put it on a Mimikyu.
Right, but I don't know how I feel about that. My problem with Hero's Cape is that we're attacking from the bench.
Yeah.
And our stuff already has longevity.
Yeah.
Especially if we put in the Iron Thorns.
Yeah.
God, I need to get out of like miserable. Your opponent doesn't get to play the game mindset.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind the opponent doesn't get to play the game mindset. It's just how are we doing that?
I just thought about Megaton Blower.
You would think about Megaton Blower.
Look up the card.
I know. Okay, Megaton Blower. Oh shit, I did not mean to. Discard all Pokemon tools and special energy from all your opponent's Pokemon and discard a stadium in play.
Like, that is so good.
Yeah. The other A spec would be, I think it's called
Unfair Stand.
Yeah.
Unfair Stamp is a very good pick. You're running like 2 Buddies, Klepki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like Unfair Stamp more.
Yeah.
So, what's the Pokemon suite looking like right now?
So, right now we're at the 17. We've got the 3 Alakazams, the 3 Abra, the Kadabra, the Natu, the 2 Natus, the 2 Zatus, the Klefki, the Mimikyu, the Iron Thorns, the 2 Badu, and the Lily's Clefairy.
Alright, let's punch that. Let's punch the last one of that out with Fez.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Because we do need the... We're putting in the nice one that we have. Yeah. Because drawing 3 cards is good.
Yes. We can also punch out the items specifically pretty quickly.
So we're doing Buddy Buddy.
Correct.
Probably 4.
Yeah.
Because we have so many targets for it. Because we have the Abras, Natus,
Abra, Natu,
Klefki, Mimikyu, and Badu.
Yeah, and Badu, actually. So yeah, 4 of those, and I think we probably cut Nest Ball. Or we don't even bother with Nest Ball, because that's only grab... Oh... Well, you could do 2 Nest Ball, considering you're going with grabbing Fez or Clefairy. Or Iron Thorns. Actually, yeah.
2 Nests?
Probably 2 Nest Ball, 2 Ultra Ball. Because Ultra Ball can get you either the 2 big basics or
yeah, I definitely think Ultra Ball is needed, because you need to get to the Alakazams. Primarily, you need to get Alakazam.
It might even be better to just up the Ultra Ball count and cut the Nest Ball. No,
what if we
feels good.
What if we do 1 Nest Ball and 3 Ultras?
I mean, at that point, you just do 4 Ultras, right? Like,
that's fair. That's fair. I think two Nests, 2 Ultras is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish we had a Terra Pokemon here so we could play Noctowl, but I'm just biased towards Noctowl because it's really good.
Well, for that, we'd also have to put in Hoot Hoot.
Yeah, but no, I'm not sticking with Noctowl. I think it just... I feel like I would end up turning this into a Terra Box deck without even realizing it.
Yeah. So then we go... Obviously, we gotta run the rare candies.
Yes, play 4 of that. Because this deck is relying so heavily on basic attackers, like just little dudes to hang out up front, they're going to die.
Yes.
So, I'm thinking that we run...
Curse Fan? Got it.
That's not what I said. What's going to be important here is Night Stretcher.
Oh yeah, to recycle them.
Yeah, like your buddy who's going to get punched out. Your...
Yeah, so 3? 4?
Yeah, probably 3.
Yeah, I think 2's not enough. 4 might be too many.
Correct. What I'm struggling with here is what to do about stuff like spread damage and Dragapult. Like, what is there to do against Bolt? Really, the idea, I think, is that you just bench super conservatively.
Yeah.
Just like, man, the scary thing is, like, you leave a, you leave even just like an Abra or a Natu out on the bench, and it just gets shot by Pult.
Yeah.
What's the HP on the Natu you're running?
50. It's not big.
Is that the highest?
I think it's the only Natu. Because the other Natu just rotated.
Oh, they all have 50. Shit.
Yeah, they're all the same Natu.
If we could get that on a 70, that would be so nice, because then it's pulp proof. But
that's one reason why I was thinking possibly the Hero's Cape, but
yeah, but then you just have a Hero's Cape sitting on a Xatu for no reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you want to go that route, we could do Bravery Charm for the.
Yeah. This also becomes a target for Arvin though, which allows.
Yeah. How important do you think Jamming Tower is? Because I'm viewing Jamming Tower as like, oh, it's just how much can we slow down Dragapult anyway?
Yeah. I mean, I like this card. You know me, when I first pulled this card out and just showed it to you, it's like, this card seems cool, but it's also just like, does it do enough? Like, it doesn't do anything active.
Oh, it does a lot. It's a very, very strong card, especially because Bravery Charm and Sparkling Crystal are such influential cards.
Yeah. But it also means that you can't run them.
Yeah. But Bravery Charm helps.
What's the other tool that you're talking about? Spiritual?
Spiritual?
You said Bravery Charm and something else.
Sparkling Crystal. It's an A spec that Dragapult uses.
Ah, I just want to look at it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Because Dragapult's Phantom Dive costs. Phantom Dive costs 2, and it costs Fire and Psychic, so let's you Phantom Dive for 1.
Is this the Dragapult that you're talking about?
Yes, that's the guy to beat right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems good.
It's just so weak to spread, so it's like gonna struggle with Frostlat, like the Frostlass Baractus things. It's gonna struggle with. I'm just gonna struggle with Dragapult and anything with like the Duskull, Dustops, Duskmore line. Just so brutal. But the good thing with Mimikyu is that Mimikyu doesn't take damage from Phantom Dive. They still get to put the 60, and they still get to spread the 60 around the board.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. But Mimikyu gets shot by Dusknor.
Yeah. But that's also why we're night stretching hard for the Mimikyu.
Yeah.
Which also probably, what's it called? Escape Rope?
That card rotated.
What's the one that allows you to just... Oh, Switch. We might want Switch in here.
No, Switch doesn't do enough, and Switch doesn't quite do enough, and it takes away from Oh god, what was I going to say?
Oh, Switch isn't even in here anyway. Unless maybe if I load more.
Base.
Yeah.
It was in Scarlet Violet base, so it's legal, but it's Buddy's world, and we're just living in it.
Yeah. That's fair. I was just thinking because you might want to just like force, like if like Mimikyu gets killed by like a Dusknor, we just need to force this thing back into the lineup.
Yeah.
And we can't really. Everything else has to retreat for an energy. What's the thing that allows your things to retreat for free?
That's Latias EX, but that only affects basic Pokemon.
Okay. Well, that's what I was thinking too, because then we could Like, if
We
like,
got to make a choice between Klefki and Iron Thorns. I think one of them needs to go.
Yeah, I think it's Klefki.
Yeah, Thorns feels pretty good.
Thorns it's just bigger, so it has a
Yeah.
very similar effect, and it's just bigger.
So, I've got a proposition for you.
Yeah.
So we cut the Klefki. We may even cut the second Buddy for 2 luminous energy, as well as a Monkey Dory.
Yes. I'm gonna just put it provides energy. Okay.
Attaching luminous energy to... You can attach luminous energy to the thorns if you need to. And then it counts as a dark.
How do you spell Monkey Dory?
M-U-N...
And I'm
Yeah,
assuming
that guy.
this one? Okay.
Yeah.
He's psychic. Or has any... that's dark?
Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dark.
Attach you may from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay. And then your opponent's active Pokemon. That one's never coming up, but
Never.
yeah. It's just the Adrenaline Ring that's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know how necessary it is. But luminous energy is an option to turn on Monkey Dory and then the thorns.
Yeah.
But we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
Supporters, show me 4 Iono.
I don't know if it's for Iono, but
I think it is.
especially since we have unfair stamp.
You could make a case to cut it down, but Iono becomes hand attack just inherently because of the way this deck is built. Minimum 2.
I'm gonna say 2 for now. I could bump it up later.
I think the good news is here your stuff dies quick, so you can play boss. You play boss's orders.
We're definitely boss's orders, and the other one, countercatcher.
There's also you can also make a pretty strong case for more than one countercatcher on the grounds that your stuff is going to get punched.
Yeah. Let me show you this possibility. 1 boss's 2 counter. I should almost always be behind in prize.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe flip it.
Flip it?
Yeah. Yeah, that seems better. Other supporters. Can you check Lana's aid?
How do you spell
it's just
Lana?
aid.
Oh, it's just
L-A-N-A.
aid.
Yeah, Lana's aid. There it is. It's not Koridon. What?
Put it up to 3 in any combination of Pokemon that don't have a rule box and basic energy from your discard pile into your hand. It's not bad.
Throw in one of those.
Yeah. Do we want the one with the Pokemon, or do we just want the one with her?
Depends on which full art you want to buy, because I know you refuse to play the base.
I refuse to play the base. That is correct.
The ordinary, the one you're hovering over with the Corphish is the Speckle Illustration Rare, so that's gonna cost you roughly $25 more.
There we go.
Got it. Got it. What are we thinking for energy count?
I mean, I think that's just like
8?
Eight seems fine. We don't need a lot. Because, I mean, our thing that's actually attacking is on the bench. So hopefully, once it gets to this point, it shouldn't die that often. And it only uses 2.
You could make a case to go down to even something like 5 or 6. But you just want to have some in hand to attach for board draw with Xatu. Because I mean, in a perfect world,
yeah, because you do need enough for the Xatu.
Yeah, there's 2 on Alakazam, there's 2 on Lily's Clefairy, and there's 2 on Mimikyu. Yeah. It is kind of like the perfect world, because then you have your basic everything.
Yeah.
And if anything gets punched, you get it back with an extra Duralonid.
Yeah.
What's that deck count? 46 of 60?
Yeah. This has 7. I kind of split the difference for right now.
I think an Arven package is so necessary. It's probably going to be Arven's for Bravery Charms. And then other items.
Four or 3? 4?
3.
3?
I want to put a TM Devo in here.
TM what?
TM De-Evolution. If you just type in Devo, it'll show up.
This one?
It's the item card right down there, yeah.
Yeah. Evolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. Okay, yeah.
A Devos necessary. Stadiums, we need stadium.
Yeah.
Even if it's not jamming tower, just to bump under Death from Grand Prix. Just check Pokemon League headquarters.
This one. Tax used by each Pokemon played cost. But it's only basic.
Oh, what's it called? Is it Perilous Jungle or is it
this one?
Moonlit something? No, it's not that one. It's Moonlit something, I think.
Moonlit Hill?
Yeah.
In order to heal 30 damage from each of their Pokemon. Okay, yeah. We would probably need more psychic energy for that.
I don't know. The other thing you could consider is the Gravity Mountain. Because Gravity Mountain helps your map against Bolt, and your 2 prize guys on the bench.
Yeah.
But I think it's between Gravity Mountain and Moonlit Hill.
Yeah. Not Paradise Resort?
That is a world championship.
But it affects my Psyducks.
It also costs several $100 to $1,000 a copy.
But Psyduck.
Hold on. I want to look at a few more of these stadiums, though.
Oh, damn, it's under... Oh!
Look. No. Unfair Stamp is just better.
Yeah, but think, Willow. Think, Willow. Think about the possibilities.
What are you gonna have in the active as often as you possibly can? It's Mimikyu. You're gonna have Mimikyu there anyway. And the only time Mimikyu's not going to do anything is if you're playing for Alligator. You're playing for Alligator. And if you're playing in for Alligator, you basically win that matchup for free anyway. Because their whole, like, lock strategy doesn't work because you're attacking from the bench. Unfair Stamp is strictly better. That being said...
What about this one?
Look at... No. It gives it to your opponent's Pokemon too, and this deck's math is already...
Okay.
Can we check community? Can we check community center? And I think it's called Town Store.
Community center. If they play a supporter, they may heal 10. And then store.
Did Town Store rotate? It might have.
I don't see. Oh, there it is. Nope, there it is. That player may search their deck for a Pokemon tool card review. Do we really want to give them more opportunities to search their items if they're so scary?
We don't.
Think of the possibilities.
Stop. I'm sticking with it's probably either Moonlit Hill or Gravity Mountain.
Yeah. The one thing, like, it's probably Moonlit Hill. The one issue I have with it, and that's why I looked at this one, which again does affect your opponents, is we do just want to make sure that, like, again, the Natu as the basic can survive the thing. And
actually, that makes a very compelling point for.
We also need Abra to be able to survive.
That turns that pull proofs them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
That's why I looked at it, and you're like, no.
Well, I was only thinking about what it would do for your opponent.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking it just screws your math into Raging Bolt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it hold proofs you, and that is definitely this deck's worst matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. How many? 2?
2, yeah.
Okay. Brings us up to 56. We can always throw in a single Moonlit Hill too, if we need to. But...
No need.
Okay.
Unless we want to go into like running Colress Tenacity, which I don't really feel the need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
I think the rest of the spots can just go to like a dedicated like toolbox searchables for Arven, like just one-off items.
What else
like,
is Arven? So Arven searches a item and a tool. Okay. Cool.
So it's like you probably put an Earthen Vessel in there.
Yes.
Make sure you have energy for Xatu. You might even want to do 2.
Sorry. My cat Artemis is walking around on my desk right now, so I'm now typing around her. Yes. So yes, definitely, probably 2 of this in there.
Yeah. There's already a counter catcher in there, right?
There is one.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
I think if we're doing max Arvins, though, we might want to. That's why I was thinking this swap.
Yeah, you can switch it.
Because we just need that counter catcher to go off. And again, more often than not, because they're just cutting off very small things that we... Basically things... We're just throwing chump blockers in front of them, basically. So they should have lower prizes than we have.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that we...
Any researches?
No.
I could throw in a third Iono.
Are you worried about card drawing?
Well, you're the one that said 4.
Yes, because it be for the same reason that I like Unfair Stamp and all that.
Yeah. I think 2 Iono's fine.
Yeah, 2 Iono's fine. I'm not actually... I think I over-worried about it.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just flex spots at this point.
Yeah. I don't even need to buy the Arvins. I have 4 Arvins. Yay!
Yes, I'm aware. Man, I'm struggling to think about, because like this is where I'd put like, Lost Vacuum, Isui, and Heavy Ball. Those don't exist anymore.
Oh, Heavy Ball doesn't exist anymore? Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, that was in Lost Origin, so it rotated. And so this is where you get really stupid and you start running Airy. No.
What about the one that puts energy back into the deck?
Super Rod?
Yeah, Super Rod. It puts energies and basics back in the deck, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that could be one.
Okay. Just because it's just another way for us to recycle the Mimikyu. And that's really what we're needing. We're just needing to recycle Mimikyu over and over and over again.
And then I'm thinking it's probably a third Iono.
Third Iono or third Nest?
Third Iono.
Third Iono? Okay.
Yeah, because Nest has 3 targets that are also searchable via the Ultra Balls.
That's fair.
And you're going to be able to find Nest with all your Arvins.
I want to take a look real fast.
Yeah, no worries.
Because I'm not super convinced about third Iono. So let's go look at items. I know this is going to be a massive thing. But just let me know if anything.
Call Bell or something.
Yeah, let me know if anything just like stands out to you, because I'm not gonna read every card, obviously.
I've zoomed in on your screen share. Grabber! I love Grabber so much.
Grabber.
Don't run Grabber. I play it in left ray.
No, I just wanted to read it. Opponent reviews their hand, and you play Pokemon. See, we can get rid of the Dragapult.
With between like Recon Directive and all of their searching. It only does anything if they also don't have any other cards in their hand. Trimmer. Sorry.
Hand trimmer.
I'm seeing all my discard tribal cards in here, and it's making me very happy.
So they have 5 cards. Opponent discard first.
Yeah, but but you play that first, and then Grabber, and then Eerie, and then it's great. It makes me happy. I'm not very smart.
Potion.
No.
A 5th rare
Definitely
candy.
not Potion. No, not a 5th rare candy. No. Correct. What does the selfie stick do?
Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You reveal any number of supporter cards that you find there and put them into your hand.
Oh, it's worse Pokegear. Never mind.
Yes. Yes.
I just saw a selfie stick and thought it was funny. Sorry. Yes. Techno Radar to search literally just Iron Thorns. Perfect.
Which one? Oh, this one.
Techno Radar.
And then you get really, really sad when it ends up being in your.
Surprised.
Yes.
Damn it.
Okay, so what do we do when Mimikyu and Thorns are both prized?
You play a second Mimikyu.
We
I don't
could.
know why I didn't think about that. The prizing Mimikyu loses you the game.
Do
Unironically, I
we
think
run a
it's
second
super.
Mimikyu?
Yes. That is so not ironic at all. I think I kind of feel stupid for not thinking of that sooner.
See, this is why I let my wild thoughts run. Because sometimes, while they're all bad ideas, while they're all bad
discussion and then realize that the answer was just another mouse.
yes.
I feel like your ability to make rational decisions is needing some work there, man. That's also how I think. I'm just like, man, wouldn't it be so funny? Wouldn't it be so funny if I like was this if I had a bunch of terrible ideas to then realize what makes the most sense?
Especially since a majority of our conversation was, we just need to recycle the Mimikyu like over and over and over again. Yet none of us ever thought like, let's just run another one.
Making a joke about running a techno radar in an Alakazam deck.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean that looks fine. I like it. I like because he's an asshole. It's great. I mean, this just looks like a deck.
Yeah. We are going all in on this Mimikyu. We're just sitting behind you. Mimikyu, you got this. We believe in you, buddy.
Yeah, your stream is turbo lagging.
Yeah. Give it a second.
Which is ironic because I have two tabs open: the stream and the Limitless TCG page for Jamming Tower.
Yeah, it's been kind of like mid for a while, but now my OBS is saying disconnected, so we're gonna.
Actually, it looks like the stream's back up.
Yes. Sometimes I just have to give it a moment.
I can see your dumb little VTuber head jiggling around.
There we go.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
That was delightful.
Good. I'm happy.
Okay. But speaking of happy, how are you feeling about this concoction of a list?
I mean, I think it's better than Aerodactyl was.
When the title of the document I made for the deck list is "Fuck You, Hurl," I think that speaks to the deck's quality. Like, I feel like how terrible that deck was nigh prophesized.
Oh, it definitely was. I can bring up the Discord messages, which is you going, you know this deck is going to suck, right? And I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that is exactly what you said. Hold on, I'm gonna go pull up the chat. I'm gonna go find the chat.
So,
because this sounds very important. Tune in next time where we playtest your game. Live on air.
Yeah.
When did we talk about this? This was a while.
This was a while ago.
It was like 2024.
Yeah, it's past all these deranged things I've sent you.
If you ever hit it big as a streamer, I want you to get banned on Twitch by broadcasting the goose thing.
I don't think the goose thing would ever like get me banned. There's nothing sexual about the goose thing.
I just think that you should be banned from existence for being repulsive. Oh, I found it. I'm working on the deck right now, but I need to warn you that it sucks. It's perfect. The long as that's understood. Like, genuinely, this deck is just barely playable.
When was that? I want to pull. What was the date?
That was on. This conversation took place on what's the 7th month, July 30th of 2024.
Okay, I'm getting there. Again, going through all the deranged things that I've sent you.
You can have a face reveal right now. I've got the picture of you with the gay Garibo on your head right above that.
No, I'm not going to show that, but I'm not going.
Yeah,
I'm not going to act. I'm not going to act.
You can be careful.
Yay, gay Garibo!
Like, genuinely, this deck is just barely playable.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Cramorant. You will be loved.
I will always respect Cramorant's responsibility to spit suggestively.
You know, anything's better than the last time I ended up on stream and you ended the stream by saying you wanted me to get in bed with you. Like, anything's better.
I mean, we can repeat
Even
that.
If it's Cramorant. No, I don't think we need to. No.
All right.
If a bird has to spit suggestively, that's fine.
I still love how we made it from spit innocently to spit suggestively.
Did you not say we? I had nothing to do with that. Do not let me in. This is deranged.
Become one of me, Willow.
I don't feel like I need to. I just feel like I'm good, man. Look, man, you can spit as suggestively as you want. It's a free country. I'm trying to come up with like a play on words where, you know, it's like how all the cheater's fallacy, or it's like don't let your husband stop you from finding your soulmate.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a play on words where it's like don't let your something stop you from spitting suggestively, but I just couldn't think of one.
Don't let the children around you stop you from spitting suggestively.
No, I think you should let that stop you. You cannot say that. If there's one thing that should stop you from spitting suggestively, it is the presence of children. It sucks. I remember when we were playing Vanguard and you're like, yeah, this is why I want to have you on stream again. Because of this.
It's also just the fact that we share a single brain cell.
You know how, like...
You got the smart half of the brain cell. I got the degenerate half.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one man on Earth that's ever told... I'm not going to out that. I'm going to talk about that one time I listened to your advice on a recommendation of a series to witness.
Guys, I got him to watch My Life as Inukai-san's dog.
One day you're gonna make it as a VTuber, and your community's gonna be like, hey, remember that one time that one stream guest watched My Life with Inukai-san's dog, and I'm gonna be like your community, like your future community's just gonna know me, the guy who watches desperate stuff, and then ignore the fact that you told me to do that.
I mean, it is your fault for listening to me, so.
In my defense, I didn't have a precedent set at the time.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, my friend has recommended I watch a show. Because I don't normally suspect when my friends are like, hey, this is a good series.
You fully suspected on that one. Especially with how I talked about it. You knew exactly what you were walking into.
You're lumping me in with you again. I'm just not okay with this.
You knew exactly what you were walking yourself into based on my suggestion for that one.
You are comparing the beautiful little unicorn to a degenerate goblin, and I won't have that. I like how you've spent this whole thing just like swapping back and forth between every item card in the deck and then Fez.
Fez!
While we've been talking about this.
Yep.
This stream sucks. It's me saying, no, don't run neutralization zone. Also, don't spit in front of children.
Don't spit suggestively in front of Lily? Aww.
Who the heck is Willie?
Lily.
Oh, you said Lily? Willie?
I literally pulled up the Lily card.
If you called me Willie on stream, I would out your real name. I would dox you immediately.
You mean my real name of Hurl? Because I'm Hurl? Yes.
Oh wow, he just doxed himself for me.
Yeah.
Also, if you follow Hurl the Goblin on Twitter, they reposted a tweet of mine where I said to make love to pathetic men or something.
Oh yeah,
So
I think
there.
I did. Yeah. Yes.
And I remember I forgot that you could check who reposted it, and so I quote tweeted like, who the hell reposted it?
I have not posted on my
Yeah,
Twitter in forever.
That might be the most. I'm opening your Twitter right now. That might be the most recent thing.
It's not the most recent. Let me check. Because I have promoted a couple of streams. I don't promote every stream on Twitter because I just don't see the point.
Goblin Hurl on Twitter, by the way.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's not your most recent.
yeah. I mean, really, the tweet I have with the most views was me. For it was when my Digimon Survive plays. It has 9 views. That's the reason I don't really post on Twitter a lot. There it is. Oh no, that one does have quite a bit, because that's probably your views of the 114. Yeah, that's probably your views.
I mean, the traffic to my Twitter page exploded for like a week after I posted the thing about the gay pizza, which I just realized.
Should I show this tweet on stream? I could.
Yes, you should, because technically it's my tweet, so you're just outing me.
There we are. Make love to Fragile Man.
On the stream on my. Is it fragile?
Yeah, make love to Fragile Man.
I consider posting the one that same AI generated about Shakespeare saying just lactate, but I decided against it.
Let's see here.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms at Your Majesty Willow. That's where you can find me. So if in the future there's a Hurl the Goblin fan base who just loves the #1 Hurl the Goblin side character, now you know where to see me tweet about gay pizza once a month.
So when are you gonna get your unicorn creature, your unicorn gremlin rigged to move?
If you ask her rigged, no. I'm not getting her rigged.
Aww.
I'm not gonna be VTubing.
Aww. Aww. I've actually had some talks with some of my other friends, and they're like, what if we get like a gnome? One of us becomes like a gnome. It's like, if we just have like 2 of the smallest like VTubers, like, yes. and our streams just become like making fun of each other.
I mean, I feel like that's just what streams with me evolve into at some point or another.
Yes. Why,
The whole
again.
stream where we build a Pokemon deck, spit in front of children.
Yeah.
Like, what? And now we're showing AI generated posts on my Twitter. Like, how did we get here?
Through love. That's how we got here. Love.
The love of what? Love of the game.
Wait, am I not following Bay? Why am I not following Bay? Fuck this shit. I'm also not following Ina. Why am I not following Ina? What the fuck?
This guy's a real person.
What the fuck? I'm following almost
every Twitter just to show yourself following
Fuck. I did not realize I was not following Bay or Ina.
Go follow Michimochi, man.
Yeah, I can do that.
Good.
I've actually been watching a little bit. She had the concert recently. Did you see her concert?
I didn't. It was recommended to me, and I just. But then Bengal Plays, not sponsored, by the way. I just really like that guy. Uploaded the latest episode of MLB The Show 25 Rockies franchise.
I'm not following.
How
am I not following Mori?
Mori Calliope.
Mori Calliope. Mori Calliope. Our Lord and Savior, Mori Calliope.
Ah, yes. Mori Calliope.
I am following Nimi, right? I better be. If I'm not following Nimi, yes. I would have screamed at myself. I love Nimi. Nimi's the best.
I know you do.
Look at her. Look how sexy she is.
I'm sorry. I
What?
don't want to be on the stream anymore.
What? Nimi is sexy as shit.
You can. I don't know this guy. I ended up in this call by accident.
No, you didn't. And everybody knows.
Who?
Love Nimi.
Bro went silent.
Look at Nimi. Look at her. Look at her.
I'm looking. Is that supposed to be a dragon, demon, or cow?
She's not any of those. She's a tapir.
Could have fooled me. Can't wait for the next big VTuber debut and she'll be like, yeah, hey, it's me, a Tamandua. You better wear your chainmail.
Yeah. She's a tapir.
Like what?
More accurately, she's a Baku. But
I'm done listening to you. I don't know what that means, and I don't feel the need to.
So let me bring up a Baku for you.
Yo, we've been streaming for 69 minutes.
Nice. Images. Nope, that's not it. So this is a Baku. If you look at my screen share.
It looks just like pictures of Dubai.
Well, look at the screen share.
The Devourer of Nightmares.
Yes.
This is a React channel now. Does it look like Dumbledore and Dumbo at the same time?
Yeah. So it's a tapir, which is a real animal. A tapir's a real animal.
Okay, well, spare me. Oh, it's a tapir. Tapirs exist. Shut up.
Yeah. And then this is a mythological version called the Baku, which is known to eat nightmares.
Is it in any way related to a baka?
Not quite. This is the Digimon one.
What?
Yeah. Bakumon.
There he is. If you were to just say envision Bakumon to me, that is what I would see.
Yeah. But yeah, this is what tapirs look like.
If you try to teach me what a tapir is, I will. I swear to God. I know what a tapir is. I'm gonna fight you.
Well, apparently you don't, because you did not recognize this as a tapir.
Okay, I want you to tell me something.
Yes.
Where's the snout?
It is right Let me get there. You see that little piece of side hair? That's a snout.
No, I see a woman in a tube top that's labeled nurse.
Yes. So let me.
There is no snout. That is
There's
just
definitely
a
a
woman.
snout. So that little like side ponytail, that's the snout.
That is not a snout. That's hair. You are showing me a woman.
I don't know what you want from me.
I don't either. This stream.
Let's see here. Because where's when her
Change
concept
screen
art was? When did her concept art first come up? Because
I have a request here.
yes,
So the stream title is just spoon. So can we just end stream with a picture of the tick? That being his classic catchphrase and all.
wait, we need to get there to show.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and she's also bald.
What? Yeah, this is her hair. Look at her hair. Also, she's bald. Make up your mind.
I have made up all my mind. Nimmy is the greatest, and you will never, ever make fun of Nimmy.
I'm not making fun of her. I'm just saying that her snout isn't a snout and that it's hair.
Yeah, it's her snout.
You're not showing me a tapir. You're showing me just a woman.
Let's see here. Can I find... Unfortunately, she's...
Are all women tapirs to you?
No, just Nimmy.
There are people living in this home that I'm currently in right now, and I'm sure that at least one of the things I've said has been picked up by some unsuspecting ears, and I just feel so bad knowing that like someone could have walked by my door and just heard, "Do you think all women are tapirs?"
Well, do you? Do you think all women are tapirs?
No, I don't even think this woman, who is allegedly a tapir, is a tapir.
She's definitely a tapir.
I'm so done. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Michi is a woman. It's not complicated looking up. Yeah.
Also, yes, Michi Mochibi is a woman, but she is also a woman that is literally just like a whole bunch of different women stitched together.
That's fine. At least I'm not looking at Michi and then hearing you in the back of my head going, actually, that's like a Tamandua octopus. Like, girl, what? Yeah, yeah. Dude, I love the tick. Yeah.
Should we play a quick game of guess what the VTuber is?
Let's not.
Oh, boo!
Because you can prepare a large-scale thing and then we can make a whole stream out of it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, yeah. That's
See?
the next time you're on here. So we're gonna get you on here very, very soon, and we're gonna do a huge game of guess what the VTuber is.
Man, I sure can't wait to see the most normal girl in history and have you be like, "Oh yeah, that's actually a prehistoric cephalid."
Oh, I can find the jellyfish. Yes.
I don't want to see the jellyfish. I don't need spoilers for my next appearance in World the Goblin. I'm just looking at the tick, man. Looking at the tick. I'm so... man.
You're so man?
Man.
You're so man. Got
True.
it.
True, I am indeed so man. Why is it so small? So small. Yeah. Oh, I love this guy. Lol. Go back up.
Which one? Which one?
Lol. The live action one.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Neat.
awesome gift.
Neat.
Oh man. Neat. Nifty.
Here's Arthur for all the lunatics that are Arthur fanatics.
Have you ever met an Arthur fanatic?
I mean, I'm sure there are some losers.
You haven't lived until you've kinned Chairface Chip and Dale.
Oh, are we going Chip and Dale now?
The second we unstream, I'm gonna go onto Archive of Our Own and just look up Chairface Chip and Dale fanfiction. You know there's gotta be some salacious stuff.
Yup. Yay.
Yay! Oh man, I would love to thank you for having me as a guest on today's stream.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely thank me for having you on here.
I definitely was. There definitely hasn't been a loaded firearm to the back of my head for this entire stream, chat.
Never. I would never. I would give you the firearm and have you point it at me.
You can get your channel taken down for community service. Report this stream for harmful ideology.
How is it harmful? It's just a normal Pokemon stream.
Oh right, I forgot about the Pokemon because I was looking at the cow tapir.
She's not a cow. She has a cow outfit.
We can save it for the VTuber stream, okay? But until then, this is gonna be Your Majesty Willow on all social platforms, by the way, smiley face.
Yay.
Signing off.
Bye, Willow. Get in my bed.